So the last set of tutorials, we created this marble game. In this one, we're going to learn a little bit more. We use the physics to kind of move our ball around. So let's go ahead and use either gamepad or arrow keys in this tutorial. So let's start with a new level. So I'm going to go to File, New Level here, and let's just do like an empty level like this. Hit Create, and with your level created, I'm just going to go up to the top here and just throw a directional light in for now. So light, directional light. And let's hit F to focus on that. I'm just going to rotate around that. And what I want to do is, let's hit E, just kind of rotate this straight down a little bit. And I think I'll do, what happens if we go zero, is that, yeah, so if we do minus 90 off to the right-hand side here in the transform properties, we'll just have the arrow point straight down. Again, I'm hitting F to focus. So what I'd like to do is create, this is a game where you're picking people up, and as you're picking up passengers, there's kids on the side hiding behind like snowball hills, and they're throwing snowballs at your taxi cab. Okay, so kind of a fun little game, and so let's go ahead and go to let's create a essentially just the level itself. So I'm going to go over to the side here and change from selection mode to modeling. And then I'm going to, under create here, just create a box. And let's see, click in the scene. And I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And I'm going to hit F to focus. And so we kind of have, looks like oh, there's our grid. So let's zero this out too. So I'm going to click this button here so it zeroes it out to the world. I'm going to hit F to focus. So here's our box. And I wonder if did I add too many cuts or anything? Or no, oops, sorry. So here's our cube, and it looks pretty good. Let me rotate this a little bit. And what might actually be helpful is if we go to unlit, we could just kind of see our cube for now. And I'm gonna press W and just move this off to the side. This is pretty huge here too. Let's select this guy. Let's start to just form out what our street is gonna look like. So go to more, go down to model, and then let's select polygroup edit. And what I'd like to do is just go in here and start to just kind of shape this. So I'm going to move this down a little bit. Oops, it's a little touchy like that. Hit F to focus. And I'm just going to delete that face. I'm going to delete the front face, or sorry, the back face here. And then I'm going to delete the front face here. And then I'm going to hold Shift. And I'm going to select all three of these faces here. You can also hold Alt or Option and rotate up just to see it. What I'd like to do is, let's see, let's go to Face Edits, hit Flip. And what that'll do is it'll flip the faces so that the side that has the material on it, which is the lit face, faces the camera. Because the way you want to think about this is with geometry, if you want both sides showing, you need a two-sided material which fakes two-sided geometry, or you need to actually extrude this. So this is essentially our street. And I'm going to just kind of grab both of these edges, maybe move them down a little bit more. And I wonder if we hit extrude and if it'll, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to just kind of make a rough sidewalk. Let's bring this in a little bit. Yeah, so it's kind of mirroring it, which is nice. And then we could just kind of play with I'm going to hit accept action and just kind of play with this face a little bit like that. And this will also form sort of like a little bumper area for our car because we don't really want it to get out of that area. And what I'll do for now is with this, I'll just grab all these verts. Again, it's very sensitive. I don't know if yours is the same way. I'm going to look into see how to adjust the sensitivity of the selections. So I'm just going to kind of bring this out a little bit like that. And maybe we'll create potholes so that like your car will fall through or something that's like another obstacle for your taxi cab. Let's see if I can kind of, and then hit accept. All right. Now let's go ahead and save this as file, save as, save current level as. We have a test bed, we have 02, and this will be cab _01. And then up at the top, we're going to go to Edit, Project Settings. And inside of here, we want to go to Maps and Modes. Instead of Test Bed, we want to go to Cab 01. And then we want to go to Cab 01. And then let's close that. And then we want to click Save All. And we'll save our box, which is our ground here. And then we're going to go to Edit and then, or File, Save All here. Just kind of, and then I'm going to hit F to focus on this so we could rotate around this. All right, so let's select our directional light here. Or actually, let's go to lit and see how our scene went from blown out to a more muted state. What's happening here is our light is kind of, it's adjusting for exposure as we play with these values. And we don't really want that. Another thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our object itself is not static. It's set to stationary so that our lights compensate. Same thing with stationary here. Okay, so let's go up to the top. Let's turn it off so it doesn't appear blown out every time we create a light. So go to project settings up at the top here and just start typing exposure here. You can see it says default setting auto exposure. Just turn that off. Then let's close this and then save all. And now when we adjust our light, you'll see it doesn't go from blow. It really compensates for the light itself. See that? So I'm just going to go with like 2.5 for this for now, because we're going to add more lights later. Hit F to focus. And I think, again, Command S or Control S to save that. I think that's good for now. What we'll do in the next video is we'll just continue to build out our player and our level.